My name is Oyo Oyo from the Able Voice for Special Needs Children Initiative. Right Special BC School, Durbar, Oyo. Welcome, sir.
Good morning. I am Prince Tella K.
Thank you very much.
Oyo Special BC School.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes.
So, regarding these children, sir, how do you ensure that all students feel included in the classroom, regardless of their disabilities?
Presently, we are running. I understand the benefit of the inclusive education. So presently, we are running separate special units.
Yes.
So we have the visually impaired unit, the hearing impaired unit, and the mentally challenged unit. However, it is recommended that inclusive education is better than separate disability class, because it will enable them to integrate and to familiarize together with the spirit of special education expertness. It shouldn't pose problem. The only thing is that when you mix up hearing impaired with mentally challenged, there is this type of superiority complex from the hearing impaired. They feel superior to other children with special needs, because we won't call them disabled.
Yes.
So there is this principle of superiority complex for the hearing impaired. They do separate themselves, they do separate all the activities, but with the effort of the special teacher, we will integrate them together and let them realize that they belong to the same family.
To give them a sense of belonging.
Yes, the sense of belongingness, that we belong to the same family. Even with the so-called normal.
Yes.
Because inclusive, we still include the so-called normal.
Yes.
So nobody is normal.
Nobody's abnormal. Yes.
Nobody is normal. In special education, everybody is a special unit. Everybody is a potential handicap.
Yes.
Because handicapping condition is no respecter of anybody or of any age.
Yes.
It will come at later age. It will come undesigned.
Yes.
So we believe nobody is normal. Everybody is deficient in one way or the other.
Has their own special.
We have our own special abilities.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Sir, let me see, what are the challenges you are currently facing in regards to this bringing together these children?
I've already highlighted one of the challenges. That is one. For instance, now there was a time the federal government is coordinating a free feeding for them. If the food vendor come now and eventually he first drop at the mentally challenged department, the hearing impaired will not take that food that day because of their own superiority complex. They will believe that they have touched the food and they will never take it. Wow. So it is preferable they drop it at the hearing impaired unit or the visually impaired unit if they will not bother.
And then it goes around.
And the other they will now move around. So inclusive education can be functional based on the ability, capability, and the experience of the facilitator.
Yes.
I think I'm communicating.
Yes.
So one of the challenges is the superiority complex of one handicap to the other. One will be feeling superior over other. But the professional knowledge of the facilitator will make them to mix up together and feel we belong to the same family. Once we are living, we belong to the same family. We don't see anybody has been normal, anybody has been disabled, anybody has been handicapped. So we are all the same thing. And that is what inclusive education teaches.
Yes. So yes, aside from the feeding, what else do you think the government can do to actually support inclusive education?
There are a series of things we need from the government. For instance, what is operating in this local government now?
Yes.
The current education secretary is special education ignorance. So it will be difficult for you to explain to them that these are the predicament of these people.
Yes.
They will be equating it with the so-called normal. Even in the education board of the AG, there is no anybody with special education
to bring knowledge policy,
to bring that to amend the policy. So if they want to design education, they want to design questions for them during the exam now, they will bring unified exam.
Whoa.
So the teachers here or the facilitator here will now be using their own professional experience to give them to modify it to suit their level. Because when you bring in primary 5 unified exam, now they are running unified exam throughout the state.
Yes.
For the basic schools, and the questions will come all the way from Sube, from Ibadan, irrespective, not minding special units. By the time they are compiling that, they ought to have include a special educator in the compilation of the question that will be mindful of the age and the needs of these pupils, and is spreading from the suburb to the edges. So government, whenever they are designing the policy, they should include the special educator there, so that the needs of these children with special needs will be inclusive. Maybe they will design. No, they cannot design another syllabus for them.
Yes, but there's a way they
out of the three handicapping condition, nothing wrong with the intellectual capability of the visually impaired and the hearing impaired.
Yes.
So they can as well rise as the so-called number.
Yes.
They can read, they can study to attain even their professorship.
Yes.
We have the blind here, the visually impaired here as teachers. They too graduated here or at Ogbomoso. Eventually, they will run the secondary school and go to SPED. Thereafter, they are running degree. We have masters holders among them. Among the teacher, they are doing fine because nothing tamper with their intellectual component. So, but that is relevant to visually impaired and hearing impaired. But when you are talking of the mentally challenged, some of them they only need social work than academic work. They cannot coordinate. There are some that cannot coordinate anything.
Yes.
Because out of them you will separate and bring out the so-called learning disabled that can move at no pace.
Yes.
But there are some that cannot bend their feet. They are not educable.
Yes. Yes.
They can either be trainable or severe. So there is no modification you give them, no incentives you give them. They cannot improve academically because mental challenge is a condition that cannot be changed. It cannot be altered.
Yes.
That is the difference from mental illness. Mental illness can be cured, but mental challenge cannot be cured. It's a condition that is permanent, and you cannot hire your own brain to reinstall into their own brain. So it is what you see in them that you develop. But once there is no residual knowledge to develop, is always a problem. So government should, at every point in time, at every stage of their decision, they should include special educator in their policy making.
That work as liaison officers
between the children and the administrators, so they will understand and feel for them. So that is one area of the government. Another thing is that these children with special needs, most of them are more or less burdens to their parents. These schools serve as a relief center for most of the parents. In addition to that, there is hostel facilities here. And as the economic situation of the country is now, government is not improving on the intervention they are giving at feeding them in those hostels. So it's giving problem. So they are not properly fed because the money designed for them for the past 2000 is still constant today. No improvement on it. And the economy is not static. It's moving. So we are witnessing serious inflation measure now. So government should try to review what they are giving to them according to the situation of the country, even according to the world, to the global scene. Then apart from that, we have the hostel workers. Some people are working in those hostel. I can't understand that. I've been here for almost 10 years. They are not on the payroll of the government. Government is just giving them intervention fees. They brand it as intervention fees. They will give them around 450,000 naira. Out of that money, they will pay about 6 or 7 hostel workers 15,000 naira per month. You could imagine 15,000 naira cannot sustain their transport to and fro here. Talk less of they will still run their own problem, and they are still living people like us. They have their commitment, they have families to run. So government should look into that and put them on vouchers, even if it is on level 1 and it is 30,000 minimum wage. Yes. Then they will have the assurance that at the end of their journey, they will benefit the entitlement. Other workers too will benefit. So it's a clear deprivation that government is not looking inward into the needs of this special needs. If we are talking of inclusive or special education basic, we should talk of the personnel that will run it to make it real. And the facilitators include those that are working the non-teaching. Let us believe we teachers, we are being paid by SUBEM. But this non-teaching, there is a section of Ministry of Education that is running it. But it is not properly structured. It is an injustice, clear injustice, both in payment and treatment. So they should be included in the government voucher. If you are on level 1, based on the qualification you are holding, that you are primary 6, you are school start, then you give them 30,000 minimum wage. They will know that if you run it for 5 years, after that 5 years, you benefit entitlement as a government workers. So they are hopeless and as they are doing. To promotion and so government is not taking care of them. So they will just give them since 2000, they are collecting 15,000 naira. No increment, no allowance, no bonus, no promotion. No, and if they die, I want they leave, no entitlement. And they are caring for these people. The so-called those that are called that are handing huge amounts, they can't take care of them. Among these 6, there are some that are allocated to the kitchen. They are shifting it. They will give them breakfast, afternoon, and dinner out of 15,000 naira, and they will take Okada come. And there are matrons there sleeping with them. A male matron, a female matron. They're sleeping with them in the separate hostel, giving them 15,000 naira. So, and they will run Okada, run their life. I don't know what these people want them. But we have been to ministry to complain. I don't know who is holding it, but maybe with your intervention, I want their life to get better, because they are changing the life of the hopeless to be hopeful. So they should not remain hopeless in life. So that's my submission, sir.
It's good to have you here, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, no, sir.